just have to credit the Maverick women for really coming out and getting after Mary from the get-go. 10-0 start, and you referenced this statistic later in the game. 23 additional shot attempts as a result of extra possessions on the offensive glass, turnovers created. They shot a similar percentage, but that's the difference in the game, is the extra shot attempts and just the aggressive nature. I thought it really just took the spirit out of the Marauder squad, and that's difficult to watch, but it happens when you play against that style.
You could just tell it on the floor. You could tell it on the bench. The Marauders were just almost desensitized for a while afterwards as Minnesota State just ran all over them. As we get a look at our second half highlights, UMary made a valiant effort relying on a couple of veterans. Lauren Rotunda, she ends up with 8 for UMary, but just couldn't quite get it going consistently offensively.
No, Rotunda is a heck of a player, though, and is very skilled. And you learn so much from a game like this, but we talked about it. Askvigis is another one of those players, so talented. The senior out of Minot, North Dakota, ends an impressive career for the University of Maryland.
She led the Marauders with 22 points in her final collegiate game for the University of Mary. For Minnesota State, Maddie Olson leads them with 17, but tremendous balance up and down that Maverick lineup.
It really is. It's an equal opportunity offense. You move without the ball, you get after it defensively. Their offensive success is a result of their defensive effort, and it goes back to what you talked about. Similar shooting percentages, but the turnovers and the rebounding advantage for Minnesota State University Mankato just apparent in this game.
Yeah, you see the threes are equal, the field goal percentage is equal, plus 13 on the glass. They forced 22 turnovers. Believe it or not, that's right at the average for what Minnesota State forces on the season. And then, as Coach Tisi alluded to with Elena, it's not balanced, it's loaded weapons, and they had loaded weapons off the bench. Look at the bench points, plus 25.
And that's the thing, when you utilize your personnel the way the Mavericks do, that's not an uncommon number for them to see night in, night out, because you know somebody in front of me is going to play their tail off, and then I got to come in and I got to pick up the slack and play with that same level of intensity.
Minnesota State is moving on.